I would much rather be able to look at somebody and say, "Hey, I'm Tiffany. I have 3 kids, 2 grandkids." But that's not the case. We had family come in and they needed somewhere to stay. So I let them stay in my apartment and everything was good. I can remember it was like it was yesterday. We was on the couch. It was nighttime. I was holding her and I mean, I can remember just looking at her and she was smiling at me. And I woke up at 7 o'clock with screaming, literally. She's not breathing. She's not breathing. And I remember jumping up and seeing her, and I grabbed her and like she was still warm and uh but she wasn't, she wasn't breathing. And it was devastating. Absolutely devastating. Watching, somebody else do CPR on her while the ambulance was on the way. Me, I could not stand in there. I had to leave the room crying out to God, "God, please don't take her," even though in my heart I knew she was gone. I didn't want it to be a reality, and I just felt numb. Often, our sleeping position was I would lay on my back and she would lay on her stomach on my chest. She loved sleeping like that. When I slept with my kids, it was because I wanted to be close to them, they wanted to be close to me, and all the things, and never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that losing a child from sleep would happen or could happen. You don't never know if you're gonna move in your sleep. You don't know if the baby's gonna move in their sleep. Um, you just don't never know. Well, it's hard. It is. And it'll never go away. But I believe that God has brought me to this place so I can help other people to bring awareness to not sleep with your baby, to pay attention and be mindful. You do not want to live a life that is full of agony, darkness, depression, anxiety, and fears. You just don't want that. Put the baby where the baby belongs in the proper position and the way that it needs to be done for their safety, but also for your well-being. It's hard to lose a child. I wish she was here. Don't sleep with your baby. Don't sleep and don't let anybody else sleep with your baby either.
Each year in the United States, approximately 3,500 infants die from sleep-related causes, including SIDS, accidental suffocations, and unknown causes. A study published in JAMA Pediatrics emphasizes that infants should sleep on a firm, flat surface such as cribs, bassinets, play yards, devoid of any pillows, blankets, loose sheets, crib bumpers, or toys. This practice minimizes suffocation risk and promotes safer sleep. The American Academy of Pediatrics also recommends room sharing without bed sharing for at least the first 6 months. This arrangement allows proximity while reducing the risk associated with bed sharing. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends back sleeping. This means always placing infants on their backs for every sleep until they reach the age of 1. This position significantly reduces the risk of SIDS. Once an infant can roll over from back to stomach or stomach to back independently, it's okay to allow them to sleep in the position that they are in. However, continue placing them on their backs for the first year of life is recommended. The easiest way to remember this when you're sleep deprived and tired is to remember the ABCs. First of all, A, alone in the crib. We need to remove all articles, toys. They're fun, but they're not safe. B, Babies need to be lying on their back, and C, in a crib that has a nice, firm, supporting mattress that's been approved without a bumper pad. By consistently following these guidelines and educating caregivers, we can continue to reduce the incidence of SIDS and ensure safer sleep environments for infants.